me, Mario!
Hello everyone! Today we begin a new day of streaming, and since yesterday my internet decided to kill the stream before it should have ended around an hour too early. So fair warning for today: if the stream drops again, during the next 1.5 to 2 hours, then it probably is because my internet has problems again. I don't know why it happens. I try to work things out and see if today it works better, but I think this probably was something that I couldn't influence, that it's just a problem with the internet itself. So if the room goes offline for a while, try to wait a little bit, because it could be that it may come back again. But okay, so today we are trying to get a speedrun in. I practiced a few of the run specific tricks, at least the ones that I know of and ones that I can do yesterday. I didn't really get to practice all of them. I maybe practiced a few of them much. So I'll maybe try and get a few of them in. So that it won't be so that it won't be as bad, at least. But I don't think that first of all, Leaf Lava Land is not really a problem, because the only star that you need there is the one for the puzzle, and that one isn't really that hard. That is pretty simple. There are better movement options, but well, and again, I can't remember why I did get these during my test runs. So really trying to remember where I did get these 16 stars, because the route I use, I probably think it's an old route. I'm not really that sure. Okay, what I'm trying to do here, there is a pretty specific setup to get up there. I think I forgot to do Mario Can. Yeah, something like this, and then you can get the star like that. Normally this setup would be so that you can jump on the box that's right there on the platform, and then skip another skip, so that you can get the star at the lake, the bottom. There is another clip that we can do that is easier. It can be a little finicky sometimes, but the other trick requires a much harder setup. Okay, so this should all be okay. So I'm probably trying to get that one skip one last time. Okay, that wasn't really that great. But yeah, since yesterday went a little bit suboptimal, I thought that today I would just go right into speedruns, but I still wanted to well, that happens when you try to get the star on top of the rolling rocks with without trying to go around the rocks. But I mean, I probably could try to get a game over. It's probably faster. I mean, I could I could also reset, but I have to do it anyway because I also don't remember if you per speedrun rules you have to clear all the files or just the first one. I mean, I have to load it up again anyway, but yeah, I'm trying a run right now. I'll probably not get P. Maybe I will. The tricks went pretty well yesterday, so it should be fine. But and go.
It's me, Mario.
So first of all, if the splits look a bit weird, if you're used to Super Mario speedrunning, that's because normally I think the splits are after you cleared an entire level. So for example, all the Worms Fortress stars are one split instead of 5 in my case. But I still forget what I have to do if I don't have the splits like that. And pretty much, if you want to compare them, you just have to take the last split of every level. Okay, so if you weren't here yesterday, first trick that comes up is bomb clip. So we pretty much grab the bomb, do a double jump, then grab it again as it is about to explode, and voila. We can clip through the gate. Oh, god damn it. I forgot forgot to do the split. I tried to do a skip that is called cannonless. It uses a pretty specific setup, so I'll try to get it again. The white blue star, the star which I collected just now, is pretty much the backup if this one fails. This should... yeah. Okay. These are great splits today. But this is pretty much the reason why it's a lot better to just split after the level or have the splits be splits that you get directly after the level. I think it should be... oh yes, perfect. You got time save. Okay, that didn't work out. That also. Okay, now I always seem to have problems with outskip. I don't know why. Or not outskip with owless. It's pretty good run so far. Oh, no. Of course, the 1 star where I usually don't have any problems is the one where I get it wrong. This is where I lose a good amount of time. Yeah, so I lost about 30 seconds there. Which is not that optimal. But I have to say, so far, doing pretty okay. One of the problems I seem to have is that I like to die in Dark World, even though I don't really use any specific tricks here. This is a wall I cannot get my head around because it kind of stops your momentum, and when your momentum gets going, you are kind of glued to the wall. Okay, no accidental death here. Let's hope for good buzzer throws. This should be... Yes. So I made a good amount of time here. I got another best segment. And I quit out of Dark World to get to basement faster. And now we're going to Shifting Sandland. That was too slow. And these are the time losses that are incredibly stupid and should technically never happen. So I was lucky. It was pretty much just 15 seconds. And I'm surprised this was a pretty good split. And now we get to the level that pretty much destroyed my last run. I don't know why, I just cannot get this clip. Not this clip, but this trick. I cannot get it right. I always fail it, and then for some reason it's as if the developers knew and they put that spider there just to taunt you. Lord, come on. Oh my god. These were the most unnecessary 10 seconds I probably had so far. That stupid spider is always in your way. Or Scuttlebug to be precise. Names. Oh, so this was the star that got me last time. Okay, so it was the run before where I had problems. Now we try to get MIPS. Okay, that also took longer than it needed to. And now we're doing MIPS clip. There is a faster way to do this by taking him and then jumping out of the door like that, and not dropping him and then go through the door and then take it from behind, but I'm more comfortable by doing it the other way, so for me it's still safer to do it this way. I don't know if it's necessarily safer. That one. Good. So, I'm playing this on an emulator, but if you were to do a regular speedrun on console, then you'd have to deal with a ton of lag because of the water. So you'd have to change the camera angle. I don't think that yeah, I missed I missed the cycle. If you get a good fire C, then you can make this in an early cycle. I don't know if I'm that good already, but yeah, it looks like I'll probably be able to save around 2 minutes. So the same as before, we're jumping into Fire C so that we can get here without walking all the way up. And not one of the trickiest part for me. And this is actually one of the parts that is under an emulator because you have less frames to I think it's more because you have more frames to react to. I always seem to get it. This is probably the reason why I'm maybe someday start to rather run 70 stars, because it worry about I had it. God damn it, this is one of the worst it has been so far with getting this. Oh, okay. This shouldn't be as bad. And then we really could have gone up sub 25. It's a little bit of a timing thing, because I'm also sorry if I was pretty much silent there, because BLJ still takes a lot of concentration for me. And I probably didn't even save time on that, but I wanted to do the trick anyway. If everything goes well, I'll probably be able to do around 28 minutes, I believe. Yeah, probably shouldn't try that. I mean, it's obviously faster to grab the pole down there and then go up from there, but I have my problems doing that, so I'd rather be safe. And this was a... Looking at the splits, I can't really say that this was a pretty sloppy second half, but barely. That was a bad miss. Oh god, no. Of course, if it's one thing that always messes you up, it's the final Bowser throws. Okay, Vision. And of course, I hit the last one without any problems. Well, 28-25 is... Yeah, I didn't really expect to get under 30 minutes in this run, but yeah, I'm pretty happy. I mean, okay, so I'll probably do another run. And hopefully I get the right splits this time. But yeah, let's try another one.
It's me, Mario!
Oh, wait. Wait, I totally... Rule of thumb number 1, don't forget to delete run first. Or better to delete the file first before running again. But yeah, I hope the BRJs go better this time, because that's pretty much where I lost around, I think, 2 minutes. And I also wasn't really that fast at Bowser. But yeah, the press is pretty unimportant because I'm at it anyway. So 3, 2, 1, go.
It's me, Mario!
but I'm a little bit intimidated that I got a lot of best segments last run. So I probably hope that I can get similar time. Because it's pretty much just dependent that I get better BLJs. And there goes bump clip. So this would definitely have been a over split. I'm pretty sure that now that I've got a run with a good beginning last time will suck. So at least I got a cannonless, so this could still be a time save. Barely, but I'll take it. Also better start here. I mean, in the end, it all just comes down to if I get the DLJ or not.
Here we go!
And if I get the penguin this time, the first time, then I'll definitely make up. Oh my god. Okay, now I have to get it the first time. Okay.
Here we go!
Oh, of course.
Mamma mia!
Now that I didn't get this star.
Here we go!
Yeah, I probably thought that I'd a bit of time here. So I technically lost around 1.4 seconds there. If I take into account that I made up 20 seconds at the penguin. Oh no! That is... Yeah, accidentally clicked undo split. I mean, oh my god. I knew something like this was going to happen. I don't know why it's this stage. Out of all the Bowser stages. That I died to this the most. This is going to cost me a lot of time. Oh boy. If I didn't have that awful BLJ, then I don't know if I would have already did, but at least I technically can make up a bit of time here because I died getting clipped all the time.
Here we go! Here we go!
Yeah, around 7.3 seconds. I'm pretty okay with that. Okay. These guys are trolling me hard this time. Especially since last time I got really good setup. But this only did happen because I hit the lava that one time.
Here we go!
And that right there was the reason why I typically never do a double long jump, although it technically is faster, but I don't know why I own. I have to get myself there because I have to get the Nessie Star as my star 15. Because otherwise MIPS won't spawn. So this was a pretty unnecessary time loss. Again, why I normally don't do the double long jump. Or long jump then dive. now I'm not sure if I can actually get a better time, because I did have trouble getting MIPS last time. Too close. Yeah, so I think I at least got MIPS faster, but I also had a really good MIPS clip, or at least or at least for me it was a pretty good MIPS clip. Which means, of course, this time but camera sometimes. Okay. Oh. This normally shouldn't be a problem, but of course. Oh. And he was too far away from the door. Ah. These work. Yes. And reiterating what I said run before, I do not want to do this a second time, so that's entirely the reason why I That's entirely the reason why I don't want to fail a MIPS clip when I grab him. Right there I dropped the timing for fast swim. Because swimming fast in Mario 64 is pretty much depending on how good you time your A presses. So it's technically slower to button man. At least made some bonus time here. Okay, you do not want to get in between these two platforms. And then cycle again. So you can grab him right after he finishes his animation, but it's a pretty small time frame and this is turning out to be a pretty garbage run. I have to pretty much get a perfect BJ to save time here. Of course. Saving in around 2 minutes 50 seconds. One of the advantages to BLJing is if you are a good button masher, you don't really have that much of a problem with it. Oh. I just saw doing the BLJs up that I lost all my lives because of that. Because of forgetting the stupid messing clip. Well, I mean, it was a pretty bad run to begin with. So I'll probably try. Yeah, probably try another run. But this was a bad run anyway. I didn't expect to get that ELJ first try. Because of course, when I'm so behind that I could save around 10 seconds, then I get it first try. So I would have liked to have gotten PB with that, but well, let's just... Well, I didn't save this time, so I don't have to reset the file, but I'll probably do another try, so 3, 2, 1, go. Hello? Okay. Now for real. 3, 2, 1, go. the thing is, it's just so annoying to see that my sum of best segments is 2150 and I have a time of 2825, mainly because there are those huge time wasters that I always get hung up on, which are mainly most of the big clips. The thing is, something like that would in a lot of cases would be a reset if you're trying to go for a really good time, but as I have a lot of other areas to improve where I can save around 2 minutes, I'm not really that sad with losing 5 seconds to Lucky 2.
Here we go!
And I'm sorry for apparently dropping a lot of frames again. I don't know why. I have a pretty good bitrate set up, so technically it shouldn't be this bad. Close.
Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
Those 4 seconds I pretty much lost because of Lucky 2 skip hanging on the side of the bridge. Oh no. I'm seeing it again. Ah, I forgot top of the fortress. I mean, I wasn't too far into the run anyway, so yeah. Ah. I have to say, after the first run, it pretty much went downhill from there. I couldn't even get one run right after that one. So let's try it again. This time, hopefully it works. So 3, 2, 1, go.
It's me, Mario.
I mean, and the thing is with LJ that it's that being good at button mashing certainly helps a lot, but there is a sweet spot that you can get if you get the timing right, because you pretty much have to mash at certain frames, and of course the faster you mash, the likelier you're to get these specific frames. And my goal is pretty much trying to get this as good as I can, but it's a little bit tricky to get the timing right. Even if you know how you can do it, and training for it is also pretty hard because you, in theory, have to try and mash the whole time, and if you're mashing a lot, then your fingers get tired. And I'm not really used to that. And even if you're used to that, it's is another thing is if you have to mash a lot all the time. I mean, there are few text-heavy RPGs that I know that have pretty hefty amount of button mashing to get through text, where it's not really. There are some where it's not really that important to be that fast. And again, not getting
Here we go.
I don't know what it is with Canaless and why I'm I seem to just not get it. I did press up. Oh my god. Now I understand why speedrunners, when they get such a dig at the start, are prone to pretty much say that they'll reset. No, I'll probably be reset too. Okay, trying it again. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, did it again. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's me, Mario.
So angry right now. I also don't really know why it shows me that there are people in chat, but at the same time nobody's watching. So I don't know if it's just counting people actively watching or. And the thing with Lucky to Skip is that I'm pretty much trying to get this get this by luck, because I'm not really familiar with the setup to because, as I said, I'm not really familiar with the setup. So I'm just trying to do it pretty much like I see it, or like I see how other people do it. I really don't know what it is with this star. I really don't know. Again. I already saw how I was too much to the right. I just cannot get this trick right now. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I used up all of my that I used all of my good talent for the first run, although I did get a lot of better times. This is also a problem, that the speed with which you kind of jump down is pretty low.
Here we go!
I know I'll probably I probably would continue. Mainly since stream time is already over and I'm pretty sure that this run won't be good enough so that I can save it. I mean, maybe it would have been, but if it's this one trick at the beginning, then I'm more comfortable with just resetting and trying it again. If it were a trick that happened a lot later in the run, then I'd probably just go with it. Or if the run would generally be a lot slower and a lot longer, then you don't really care about small losses at the beginning. This is just half an hour, around half an hour, and yeah. Interestingly enough, I did manage to get my time down around 2 minutes 20 seconds. So I'm now at least I'm now a sub 30. But just when I see the best segment, 21:49, and I don't really want to get that low, at least not right now. I also don't really know if I want to speedrun this game that intensely, as I pretty much just want to try and get a good time, so should do that. But yeah, because I mean I don't know if right now if anyone is watching or listening, but if you are, it would be pretty interesting to know if you want me to go on speedrunning, or if I should do a little bit more variety streaming, because I'll probably stream tomorrow too, and maybe I'll do another game that's not a randomizer or a speedrun. Maybe I'll do something blind. So maybe that would be more interesting for you. And I mean, I kind of already have a game in my mind that I'd probably stream, but the problem with that game is that I technically have to beat another game before I can really try that one, and also that it's that it wouldn't be that easy to get into this game. But yeah, maybe I try it like that. There would be another option that I could try that would take a little bit of time as well, but yeah, still, if anyone is there, if anyone is watching, I really appreciate it that you did watch for all this time. So I don't know if I should keep on doing speedrun streams like this. I'll probably do them, but maybe only one day a week. So maybe Wednesday or Tuesday, because I probably do a regular game on Thursday, but I'm a little bit on the fence as to which game I'll do. So I'll think about something that I can do, but otherwise, thank you for watching, and for everyone in Europe, have a great night. I don't know if there's anyone watching from overseas, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe tune in tomorrow for something else. I'll try to get it working. And I don't know, I don't really see how bad it is with frames. I also did turn off my browser, see if it helps, but apparently not. So I'll look at the bot to see how bad it is. Because I don't really know why I still get all these dropped frames. Still, during the entire run of the stream, about 5% that is still a lot of time that gets dropped. So yeah, I hope you tune in tomorrow, and again, have a good night.